Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Dr. Michelle Clay. It is time for FREEaliTEA Time Talk with Dr. Michelle. Of course, I am your host, Dr. Michelle Clay. I'm a physician. I'm a certified holistic health counselor and clinical nutritionist. And what I do is I help people who are feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, burned out, all of that out, release the stress simply and naturally through my premium loose leaf teas and FREEaliTEA tea line, all natural herbal tea line. Hey Wanda, greetings, welcome to the broadcast. And so what we're going to do today in FREEaliTEA Time Talk, y'all know I love to be hands-on. I love to bring you into my laboratory, i.e. my kitchen, to show you what's good, show you what I'm doing. Let me make sure my apron is tied up tight. So here's the deal, Pickle. We're blending together two things that I absolutely love. Tea and food. Tea and food. Tea and food. We're going to make a tea smoothie. Super simple, because remember, the goal is always about releasing stress simply and naturally. So what we got going on for today is I made this earlier. This is the Release and Relieve tea. Release, relieve tea. And it's turmeric based, and the story behind that, I'll open it up. This one that's already open, I'll open it up so that you can see the story behind this. I think I shared with you before is spilling it on my computer. I made this formula fresh after I had a car accident that left me my muscles really tight and tense. My pelvis shifted. So it has turmeric, ginger, lemon, and cinnamon in it. Absolutely delicious. So as opposed to just using water, we're going to use tea. So it's super simple. I brewed this earlier. I already strained it, right? So we're just going to pour it in just like you would. Let me move it a little bit over here on the Instagram, so you can see what's going on. Just pour it in the, you know, I have the, what's it called, the blenders, the Rolls Royce of blenders. I have the Vitamix. And then we're going to put in, I'm using kale today just because that's what I have. But, you know, you can use any green, leafy green that you want. And then we're just going to blend. Now, if you want to have your smoothies be really thick, then you can leave it like this. But see, I like to what we call liquefy my greens, because anytime I do something or I eat or drink something, it's got to be pleasing and pleasant for me. Okay, I don't know about you. It's good for me, yes. It's important that it's good for you, but it's important that it's a pleasant experience. So when it is, you can keep doing that over and over again, right? So once we do that, then we're going to strain it. That's how you liquefy the greens. So we simply take a common strainer that fits over the cup. Just take this and then just pour in. This is a little frothy, a little more frothy than usual because of the tea. Girl, this is stuff. And sometimes when it's real frothy like this, then I just take my spoon and I just kind of move it about to help it strain through quicker. This might take a little while, baby. I prepared some ahead of time, just, you know, for the live demonstration, because I always like to be respectful of people's time. Yes, indeed. Okay, it's hard for me to do that while I have it up. So let me just put it down, because what we don't want is a catastrophe. And I done sat up here and spilled it all over the place. Not good, not good, not good. Yes, this is pretty frothy because of the tea. A lot of times when you're just using water, it's not as frothy. Oh, you know what it is? It's the lemon in the tea, because inside of the Release and Relieve tea is lemon is actually pieces of dried lemon slices. Wow, that's strong. Let me see. if there's some in here that you can see it. Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh, I'm trying not to spill it. You know what? This is mine. I'm not selling this, so let me see. Okay, so see, it's a piece. It's a piece. Okay, and I noticed that if I'm making my juice and I already added lemon or fresh lime juice in there, it makes it really frothy when I blend it. So it takes longer. Okay. And then I just press it down because I want to get all of the juice out of there. All of the juice out of there. And you can do one or two things. You can either just discard this, but you know, there's some good nutrients in here, honey. I'm going to eat it. Yes, indeed, y'all. I'm trying to have all of the health. You hear me? Okay, this little bear has calmed down some. So you see. That's better. A little froth at the end. That's all right. I'm just going to leave that in there for demonstration purposes. Strain this through like I did before. And I'm just taking a spoon. And getting swirling it around in the strainer, pressing it down to get all of the liquid. All of the juice, honey, all of the juice. There we go. And you see, it's pressed up on my spoon. I'm just going to eat it. Like that. I'm just going to eat it. So then, what we're going to add to this, I shouldn't be eating with a full mouth, but let it move on. What we're going to add to this is kiwi and mango. So I have bought some fresh mango back in the summer when it was on sale for like 50 cents, and I cut it up and I froze it. And so, you know, I don't want it to get freezer burned, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I just cut it up, right? Oh, child, it's making a mess. Trying to show y'all. Okay. So what we're going to do is then add this back to the blender. Remember, this is kale liquefied with the release relieve tea, right? Just add that back to the blender. I might want a little bit more liquid than that. I had prepared ahead of time. I had liquefied some. Well, let me do this so I don't make a mess. Okay, there you go. Come on, there you go. Okay. Oh, that's good. And then we're just going to add mango. I'm just going to put that in there. And we're going to add kiwi. Now, let me show you something about kiwi. A lot of times I see people just cutting a kiwi across like this. You can cut kiwi any way you want to, okay? But let me show you a way that makes it easier for you, okay? And how to do that is, you see how it has the little buttons at the bottom, right? It has the little buttons. So you just take your knife. You have to have a good knife now. You have to have a good knife. You just take your knife. I'm trying to get it on Instagram too. Just circle it out. Just cut it out. Okay. You do that on the other end as well. Just take your knife, circle, cut it out. You don't have to go real deep. You don't have to go real deep. There you go. Make a little circle. Boom. And it's out. And then if it's ripe, it's the right, you know, it doesn't have to, it shouldn't be super soft and mushy. It has to have, be firm, but not hard, where it has some give to it. And then just below the skin, you just peel. You just peel. Okay? That's it. You just peel it. It makes it super simple, super simple. And then that way, what happens is that, because there's nothing worse than eating something and you reach these hard parts and they get all stuck in your teeth and everything. Remember, everything needs to be a pleasing and pleasant experience, okay? And especially when you set that up as a pleasing and pleasant experience, then you're more prone to continue to do those things over and over. So make your wellness activity something pleasing and pleasant, not that feels like a chore, because if it feels like a chore, you're not going to do it. So see, boom, I got it. And then I'm just going to cut in half like this, and then again like this. I don't know if y'all can see. And then I'm not going to have those real hard parts of the kiwi in there, right? And we're just going to drop it in. We're just going to drop it in. Boom. Now, y'all know me, okay? You know, like I said, pleasing and pleasant, baby. You know me, so I got to have some honey. I always add a little bit of honey. Got my honey. Okay, this is gotta taste good to me. And then we're going to blend. Now I'm gonna do a little taste test, because in my mind, I don't think that I had enough honey in there, okay? So I don't wanna put the whole thing in my pretty glass and it's not sweet enough for me. So let me tell you a few reasons why I'm making this the way I'm making this. First of all, when you're making a smoothie, sometimes people put the whole kitchen sink in there, okay? And then you can negate your wellness goals, because if you use things that like aren't in the same family and they have different properties, you may negate your actual intention for wellness, all right? Number two is this. Baby, you don't need all of that. A little bit goes a long way. I don't think it's enough honey. See, this isn't enough honey. Now, some people, now this is good, you know, but like I said, we want to have pleasing and pleasant experiences, okay? So I'm going to add a little more honey to that. I can either do it like this. I think I'm going to do it just right in here. You like, girl, that's a lot of honey. How do you think I stay so sweet? No, no, my sweetness comes from that comes from meditation, baby. I think that's gonna be right on. Okay. Secondly, the reason why I'm using leafy greens have a lot of. They're great sources of magnesium. Magnesium is known as our natural chill pill. Remember, everything is about releasing stress simply and naturally, right? Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like yellow kiwi too, but I'm just prone to green. That's on right there. Yep, that's on. Now, the reason I use kiwi is because it's a really great source of vitamin C. One kiwi has 93 milligrams of vitamin C. The recommended daily amount is 100 milligrams. But remember, for our stress-freeality, then we want to consume 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day. So, and mango also has vitamin C, not as much as the kiwi. The other thing is with the kiwi and the mango, they're both really great for your digestive system. Remember, we are all about cleansing, releasing, all of that, right? And so kiwi, a really great source of fiber, so it can help with sort of like a natural laxative, but not exactly, but it can really enhance your digestive system, correct? And the other thing about kiwi, studies have shown, they did some studies, especially in Italy some years ago, that children who ate a kiwi every day that were diagnosed with asthma had 23% less asthma symptoms and asthma attacks, because there's an element in kiwi that actually helps with what we call bronchodilation. So constriction, think of it, it's exactly how it sounds. Constriction is when you get smaller. Dilation is when you get wider. And so bronchoconstriction, there's like tubules within the lungs, and the air is moving through. In asthma, bronchoconstriction happens, so not as much air is moving through, and therefore you get the wheezing and the asthma attack. So that's another great thing for kiwi. And we all have keeping our lungs healthy and being able to breathe properly on the brain, because we still in COVID, baby. Rona ain't gone nowhere. She hasn't gone anywhere. We tried to give her a round trip ticket, but I don't think she has redeemed her ticket out just yet. So these are things that we have to keep in mind. This is good. So remember, pleasing and pleasant experience. So I always like to have my smoothies and my juices and things in a wine glass, just to make it special and fancy, because I'm worth it. I deserve it. And so do you. So here is to you for your stress-free reality, one cup at a time. Girl, that's good. That is good. So for even more ways on how you can use some common kitchen items to boost your health and balance your mood, because we are all about health and wellness and elevating ourselves. Thanks, Wanda. I just made it up, honey. Then come on over to the FREEaliTEA Fall Boost and Balance Masterclass. It's happening Thursday, 2 days from now. And you can register for that at FREEaliTEALife.com. That's FREEaliTEA life.com. And once you register, because just like I did a hands-on demonstration, we're going to do it together. You're going to do it too. When you register, you will receive your list of materials that you need. Very simple. You probably already have most of them in your kitchen. And I'm going to show you how to put it together. And more importantly, I'm going to tell you the why we use it. Fall is coming. Fall is coming. There are a lot of changes. I want to say this first. Thank you to everyone who has been praying for me, who has been sending positive energy and positive vibes my way. You know, it's hurricane season and there's a lot of storms out here. Who, praise God that New Orleans once again dodged a bullet. But our prayers of protection and safety go out to the Mississippi and Alabama Gulf Coast, because what's this girl's name? Sally. Remember, it seems like the really bad storms have women's names. You want to know what? Why? Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And one thing's for sure and for certain. You can't tell a woman what to do, when, and how. She's not going to do it until she is good and ready. And so Sally has said, I'm just going to hang out here. You guys want me to move on? I'm going to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. So our prayers really go out to those areas, because trust me, we over here in New Orleans, in all of Louisiana, we feel what you feel. We feel the fear. We feel the trauma. All of us living in this area have PTSD. Okay, whether it was a hurricane or not, we in New Orleans, we have all flooded. I flooded 3 times last year, 3 times in 1 year. No hurricane, no tropical storm. Just rain with the antiquated pump system, because I don't know, we're a city that decided to build a city in the swamp. But anyway, I digress. But our prayers and really go out to the people living in those areas. And so one thing that I want to encourage you is that if it's not a storm of a hurricane or a tropical storm, there will be some storm that comes. Some of us are already in the midst of an emotional, a stressful storm. And so doing things like this on a daily basis can help mitigate those spikes, can help mitigate the tension and the overwhelm that we feel when these life circumstances come. So remember the key to this. And then, of course, the release and relieve tea. Remember, I just used this. I didn't use water. I used tea. I made a tea smoothie. And it has the turmeric, ginger in there, cinnamon, and lemon. I use that instead of water. Turmeric, natural anti-inflammatory. So is ginger. We have our cinnamon in there. Just makes it sweet, but also can help with your wellness goals, especially if you are like pre-diabetic. Then we had the kiwi in here. The kiwi, great source of vitamin C, great source of fiber, helping our digestive health. And we have the mango, which also has vitamin C and helps with our digestive system. So, oh, and remember, I put some honey in here because we got to keep it sweet. Got to keep it sweet. Isn't that how we need to be with life? Keep it sweet. But anyway, so I really want you to join me on my masterclass on Thursday, and we're going to have so much fun. The group, the attendees enjoyed it so much last month, and they said, "Oh, girl, when you going to do it again?" Okay, I'll do it in another month, and that's going to be on Thursday. So register at FREEaliTEALife.com. That's FREEaliTEA life.com. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And please be well. Do something well for yourself. And let's be good to one another. It's Dr. Michelle signing off. Until next week on FREEaliTEA Time Talk with Dr. Michelle. Bye.